everybody, it's your Sam and I am here with another video. Today is another part of the foreshadowing series and I want to go over a couple of more flowers or shrubs in a way and do a few more little tidbits on actual foreshadowing and some symbolism too. Some things that we pick up on foreshadowing and symbolism are kind of instinctive now. We've been swallowing up media and soaking it in for so long in our lives that we kind of get accustomed to seeing the foreshadowing elements, to seeing the symbolism and just understanding things that the author or the director or whoever puts in the media that we're eating up. And some of these things are quite simple. Some of these things you might not realize that you know. Kind of like the whole color red. If a woman is wearing a red dress, we kind of automatically know that she's a seductress. Or the gift of flowers is usually as an apology. Because a lot of times whenever a woman is wearing red, she is kind of a seductress, or she's put on red lipstick to seduce somebody, or maybe she's put on a red dress to seduce somebody and then she's going to steal something. It's a distraction, that tool that she uses. And the gifting of flowers, usually whenever we see somebody with a handful of flowers and they hand it off to somebody, it's either as a first meeting, they're meeting the mother-in-law or something like that, but usually it's an apology. It's a, hey, sorry I was a dick, here's some flowers. Or something like that. A lot of people might not know that they know that, or that they have picked up on that so much in the movies and books and everything that it's just kind of become innate now. Also, another thing is there are a lot of stories that have first chapters or first scenes in that first chapter or first set of chapters that are kind of the encapsulation of the entire plot. And we might not know that we do this, but sometimes our first chapter is the whole entire plot in a nutshell. And if you pick up any book, usually you can kind of see that. So yeah, that's just a little bit of what has kind of become innate or instinctive in our art forms, in our media now. Now on to the flowers and the bushes. So today I'm going to give you another handful of things that you can use as a foreshadowing tool, and I hope you enjoy. The first one is going to be snapdragons. Snapdragons are a beautiful flower and they can often mean deception because dragons are unreal. They're a creature of myth. Therefore, whoever's around the snapdragons is probably a liar or not who they seem. Snapdragons can also depict grace or strength as well, because snapdragons are often found in highly rocky or unusual places where most flowers cannot grow because they're not as hardy as a snapdragon. The next one is going to be the rhododendron. And rhododendron often depicts a dangerous situation, or the character or reader must beware, because rhododendrons are actually poisonous in real life. But rhododendrons also mean beauty and energy. Next is the camellia, and camellia often means eternal love. The cool thing about camellias is that where most flowers, when they die, the petals fall off of the greenery that holds the petal. But camellias, that greenery falls off too. So camellias are often depicted as the petals being the woman, and the green petals that encase the flower are the male that protects the woman. And whenever the camellia flower starts to die, they both start to fall together. So that's where the eternal love comes from. But you can also twist this, and this is how. For those of you that have read To Kill a Mockingbird, you might remember the scene where Jim hacks away at some camellias. It kind of becomes a thing in To Kill a Mockingbird. The lady says that you've got to pull camellias up by the roots to kill it. You can't just start hacking away at it and expect the camellias to be gone. And that translated into Jim couldn't solve a problem, a deep-rooted problem, by just surface attacks. You have to gain an understanding, a deeper understanding, a deeper knowledge by compassion in order to deal with the deep-seated root of the problem. And only then can you solve the problem. That's just another way that you can kind of use flowers. The next flower I want to go over is the butterfly bush. And butterfly bushes are meaning peace after a struggle. Especially in war-torn stories, you see butterfly bushes whenever there is a hope of peace. Kind of like an olive branch or a white dove. Butterfly bushes can be seen around the endings of war or at the time where a ceasefire has been called so that talks can begin. Butterfly bushes also attract a lot of birds and insects too. So you can use butterfly bushes to kind of give a reason why some of your butterflies and insects and hummingbirds might be in the story too, so that you can kind of use them as foreshadowing elements or as symbolism or as something in your story. Witch hazel is the next one. Witch hazel means pliant, and it's often kind of seen as a magical kind of plant, mostly because of the name. But the reason why witch hazel kind of became called a witch hazel is because the branches were used in water dowsing. They were pliant, and with a witch hazel branch, the water dowser is able to find the water underground a little bit more easier. There's something about witch hazel that draws the magic. Next is boxwood, and you can see these around a lot of houses and planned landscapes around houses and gardens and things like that, because they offer a pretty neat hedge, a well manageable hedge. Boxwoods mean abundance and grounding because they really have deep roots, and yeah, they grow fairly fast and fairly abundantly. Laurels is the next one that I want to touch base on, and they mean treachery, and it's because they are so pretty, but they are poisonous too. But they can also mean ambition or a status rank. And the reason why they mean kind of like a status or ambition is because a lot of times, especially in our Greek history, the laurel branch was worn around the head of those of higher status, like the governors and heroes, and they had the laurel branches around their head. Hibiscus is the next one, a beautiful plant, and it means good luck, hospitality, and joy, just because it has a very sunny disposition. Again, with any of these flowers, the different colors might take on different meanings, so do keep that in mind, especially with the hibiscus. Forsythia is next. I grew up with forsythia in everybody's yard. And forsythia means anticipation and the coming of spring. And that's literally what forsythia meant to me my whole life, is whenever I saw those yellow blooms starting on the forsythia branches, I knew that spring was just around the corner, and I anticipated it. You can use that in your books to kind of show that spring is nearby, kind of show a flow of time as well. Anyway, I hope this quick little video has helped give you some more inspiration and ideas. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can get notified of when I upload new videos. My videos are usually posted on Sundays and Thursdays. I also do a live stream at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday morning. So look forward to that. Again, thank you for watching. Be kind to one another, stay safe, keep writing, and keep being creative, and I will see you next time.